What's up, everybody? Mogi Monster here, along with the lovely Stevie B.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF, so we like to call it.
What's up, everybody? Sorry.
Still an amateur. Hope everybody's doing well. What's up, Mr. Lee? First one in the door. Hey, Tina.
Lee.
Tina, we're doing good. My day was pretty good. I didn't do shit.
The day was long. It was a weird day at work.
Yeah.
People are just weird. Just unusual issues. You know, you figure I work in a park. It's supposed to be a place of leisure and fun and relaxing, and
Doesn't always work that way.
people act like a bunch of crackheads.
Get your tennis fix.
It's just odd. I don't get it. Chris, what's up? So,
Northwoods, what's happening? Sup, Chris? Roger Blair?
hey, Jim.
What's up, Jim?
Yes, people are strange, Tina.
England 0, Ghana 0, rubbish game. Does it go down as a tie, or don't they have to have a game breaker? And, sudden death.
Yeah, I don't know. What happens when nobody can score?
Duke it out in the middle? I don't know. Dance off? I don't know.
Tina, I don't think it's the heat. I just think it's the state of the world we live in.
Yeah, Mr. Lee said, what, it's 95? Over in England? Oof. You guys aren't used to that heat. I heard triple digits in places.
That's what it said. Daytime temps are supposed to be over 100 for at least the next week here.
Yeah, we've gotten...
It'll be the next 2 months here, 3 months.
We've gotten like 97s, but then with the real feel or whatever,
Heat index.
107. It's ridiculous. Oh, what a vision. Mr. Lee says, I'm sitting in my underpants. And he's still sweating.
That's right, they don't have air conditioning.
No.
Wow.
It's got a harpoon, though.
True.
Jim lost power last night. It's back on now. Or he says still without power. No, he must have power.
Storm took it out last night.
Just came back on. Okay. How is it 67 degrees in eastern Kentucky
Yeah.
with a cool breeze blowing? Is he like in the San Diego of the east?
Yeah.
San Diego always has like these ideal temperatures all year round. Jim says getting everything recharged.
So, fishing report, there are none.
Yeah, no.
And last week, we went out, collectively 13 on the boat. Yesterday, went out,
Collectively, big old goose egg.
goose egg.
Nothing. Wasn't for lack of trying. Same
Yeah.
spot. We figured, okay, they moved on, but we moved, checked out other spots. Nothing was biting.
Got a couple of hits, but couldn't get anything. And those couple of hits were like as soon as we went out, this is the first cast, he got a hit. That we were very hopeful.
Yeah, no, that was,
That was a
big
great
tease.
sign. Then after that, it was nothing. Couple hits later, and yeah, it was so freaking hot. Even out on the water, it was just hot. Scorching.
The wind wasn't blowing as hard. Well, it's
Later on, it did.
yeah.
But when we first went out, it was just stale air. Yeah, see, Mr. Lee said Jay Fritz was correct then. 0 fish left in Florida. Greetings. How you doing, Danny?
They're out there just somewhere.
They weren't where we were.
I think the water is too hot because it was where we were. We were in about 4 foot of water, and southwest corner of a lake, and the water was reading 90, 91 degrees.
And we're still in a drought. Big time. The water level's down.
So
And it was just hot water.
yeah, they're not.
They're deep.
The gar hang out in it. They don't mind it, but the bass they're in cooler water. Danny says it's hot here too. Going to be 100 Saturday. Yikes! They're going to forecast highs are. I think today was like supposed to be the hottest one.
As I say, at this point, I don't pay
Right, I just
attention
kept
because
my
it's
ass
all going to be the
inside.
same every day.
Cut a little bit of. I did like what Jim does. Is cut a little bit of the lawn and get back to it. I'll get back to it tomorrow.
It's too damn hot out there. Like you said, you got to get out there early.
Yeah, today the high said 95. Tomorrow 93, 95, 94. Yeah, it's just. But that's normal.
I was outside this morning, 10 minutes. I put the blow machine out. I came back dripping. It was just muggy, humid. It was like 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. I said, no, thank you.
John P, what's happening?
John
See, my
P.
problem is every time I go out fishing, some sort of insect bites me.
Yeah.
One was like a flying ant or something that got me
Got
in
you right in the back, lower
the
back.
lower back.
Yesterday.
Next week was on my leg and my
You
foot.
feet, yeah.
Yesterday, something stung me or bit me like right here. So now this is all swollen. You can't tell, but
It is.
it's
pretty
this
swollen.
is all swollen, and it's going into my elbow. I don't know why I've been reacting to insects like that. It's weird.
Mr. Lee says, Starmer, crybaby did resign.
Yeah, but now is the next guy going to be
Well, that was going to
any
be
good?
That was going to be my question, Mr. Lee. Who is it that they're considering? I'm not even sure how that works. Like, how do they pick a new?
Well, I guess they had an election.
And do you approve, Mr. Lee?
I don't think he's. I don't know if they're happy with the one who's probably going to go in. He won by like 9,000, whatever. I don't know if it's votes or. But he's still in the Labor Party, because the other party didn't have enough. They didn't win. I guess I don't know how it works, but currently there was an election, and this guy looks like he's going to be the next prime minister. So that would be 8 or 9, 8, 7 or 8. That's like your 8th prime minister in 10 years.
Mr. Lee said, meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
That's what I was afraid of.
That's just stupid. And
but hey, they spoke up once, they can speak up again.
What was it that? Yeah, but why put the people through that?
Because that's
I know. I'm just saying. It's just stupid.
It's just like, the shit's gonna hit the fan.
It's just like my office. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of how many does that make that now in the past? Was it
That's what I said, 7 or 8. This is like number 8 the past 10 years.
in the past 10 years? Yeah. Apparently, spraying vanilla extract on your skin prevents mosquito bites.
These ain't mosquitoes, dude.
Yeah, this is something more. It's spider.
This is probably maybe a horse fly.
You did say you saw something fly.
I did see something fly, but it wasn't huge. But it was hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah, If it were a normal mosquito, I don't think it'd be that big of an issue. He gets bit by these weird flying insects. Or stung, one or the other.
Yeah, 8 bosses in 10 years.
Yeah,
That's
deer fly, Chris said.
whatever. It hurt.
Well,
But I mean, like
I
I
know.
felt it bite me, but I think
That was when we were coming back. Well,
we were
Yeah.
we were on the dock and I felt something. I couldn't swat anything because I was carrying shit. So it was like, I think I'm getting bit. Anyway, enough about me.
he said biting flies are the worst.
I remember was it when I was a kid, they had the worst flies. We'd go swimming up in the lake in northern New Jersey. You'd fly out, you'd swim out to the raft and climb up and hang out. But you always had to jump back in because the the horse flies. That was the only way to get rid of them was to go underwater.
I remember taking the girls to Blue Springs, and my oldest daughter got bit by a fly, and her leg swelled up. She had a reaction. That was horrible.
Well, you see what happens to me with wasps. I've never had like an anaphylactic reaction. It's more just
Thank
on
God.
sight, and I get edema and everything just fills with water.
Crazy. I said in this part of Texas, the only insects I've really seen are fire ants. Well, they are just as bad.
Yeah,
They're brutal.
yeah. I don't think you dealt with them up in Michigan. They will jack you up
They call them fire ants for a reason.
because it burns after they bite you
They burn
and burns.
as they're biting.
Yeah, it's and then they leave this nasty little
Pimple looking thing.
infected bite.
Drake, good to see you.
But then times that by like 50
Yeah,
if they get you good.
all at the same time. Yeah, right.
Dude, that was terrible.
Yeah.
That was terrible. And we've caught some when the last time that Chris, myself, and Stevie, went out fishing on the coast, we were catching those catfish. And I was like, I wanted nothing to do with them. Those are like the sail catfish. And that hit me right underneath the nail, like on the side of my thumb. And within 10 minutes of that happening, I had to leave where I was fishing and go home because it felt like somebody hit my thumb with a sledgehammer.
Miss Sandra Piper, good to see you.
Hey, Sandra, Drake, what's up? Connor,
Hey, Connor.
good to see you guys. What else? Yeah, reason we're here. Here. Links in chat. Sometimes I'm slow to post it. Sometimes I'm just slow.
Yeah, there's that.
There's that. No worries, Connor.
Glad you're here.
Yeah, I was watching what is it, Andy the Gabby Cabby? That's his show. That's the name of the show. It's the Brit that always sits there with the glasses really monotone, basically, and talks about the current conditions in England. Yeah, so I got to stop breaking fishing poles.
Yeah, there's that. We've gone through 2 this week.
And,
Or weekend.
and yeah, and then the eye on one of the other ones, my other one.
Right. Mr. Lee says,
Yeah, he's
too.
informative, Mr. Lee. You know, it helps me anyway because I'm kind of ignorant of how it works over there. I'm still trying to figure out how it goes here. How it works
Yeah,
here.
right. I think we all are.
But here's this is like the first year that I've really paid any interest to politics and whatnot. I don't know if it's just age
I think it's the
or it's
severity
the
of
state of what's going on. You have to pay attention because it's just gotten to a point where it's asinine, it's ridiculous, and it's dangerous. So I pay attention now. Oh, what in the world? What did I say? Mr. Lee says cab drivers know all the real dirt. I bet. Oh, breaking rods. Yeah. First one I put into my truck and stupid mistake. I would just tuck it in with this hand, tuck it into the roof because I put it into the passenger seat and just tuck it in. But I made the mistake of pinching it. I grabbed it and then went to bend it. So I created that pressure point right on it, wherever I was holding it, and it snapped right off. Then for when it worked, I had it in my dock box and
close it.
or I put something on top of it and it snapped the tip off of that one. And then yesterday or the day before, my other rod, the eye of it, like probably middle of the rod, snapped off. So I just took some pliers and cut it off. And
we're gonna have to order some repair kit.
Well, I was thinking we'll take a ride, go to Bass Pro Shops and see what we can get. Because I don't need to order a kit that has sizes I will never use.
When?
I don't know. Soon.
This weekend?
Well, we'll see. Maybe Monday. Yeah, maybe Monday. We can go to Gainesville or we can go to Orlando.
Let's go early so we can still salvage fishing. What'd you say, Gainesville or where?
Orlando.
No, Orlando.
I didn't want to go to Orlando.
Not at all. No desire to go in that direction. Nope.
So Gainesville is an hour and a half away, so we'll go hit that. Tina says, yes, I've slammed one in the trunk and broken. Oh, I've done
The
tailgates,
first pole I ever got
doors,
was your dad's. You gave me. And
Oh, yeah,
I closed it in the
door.
tailgate. I cried. Just
You know what?
I
But
was so mad.
I'll tell you what, the fishing rods that I have broke, well, except for your like Fluger, that shouldn't have broke, or mine.
Yeah,
They got a lot of miles.
Yours is
They got a lot of.
Croy.
I mean, they've caught fish. They've So hopefully I can repair them.
yeah, we
That's
do.
why I want to take this trip up to Bass Pro Shops and
And Chris said it yesterday. We
Gainesville.
put a lot of wear and tear. on
yeah, putting them in the
Mileage.
truck, out of the truck. I
But just the amount of fishing we do.
that too. The amount of casts that we do in a week. I don't know.
The amount of casts I did yesterday.
Yeah, you're just hammering. You just weren't biting.
Yeah. And I saw a handful of fish in the water. They just leisurely swim by. No interest. It's too damn hot.
Jim says cab drivers, barbers, and hairdressers know about everything going on. Bartenders.
My job, I say, it's like being a bartender. People tell me everything, or they'll talk right in front of me like I'm not there.
Yeah.
And I hear it all. Every once in a while, I'll insert myself in their conversation. They'll look at me like, "Where'd you come from? And why are you talking to us?" Like, well, you standing 3 feet in front of me.
You're the customer. I'm the public servant. How can I help you? Yeah, but it's funny. Every time since we started fishing together, every time something goes wrong, my response is welcome to fishing.
Welcome to fishing.
Because anybody that's a fisherman has been there, done that. You know, if you've been fishing long enough, you've all experienced it.
So he says, FYI, my tent is coming along. I did get burned up a bit on Friday and couldn't open my left eye much the next day. But I'm another shade of red today. Redder today.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
It's like trying to get color on a jellyfish.
Open his left eye.
Was it worth it?
Wow.
Lefty. That's what it says. One of his old neighbors, you know, they didn't have to worry. They didn't have to worry about security cameras because the old lady next door always had her eye out the window watching everybody's business.
There's one of those in every neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you got burned, Mr. Day. But you should know by now.
It's on the road to recovery. He put the muscle arm up. Too bad they don't have a red one. The emoji. They, you know.
Hey, Sharon. Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, Sharon. My legs are still the color of milk, though. I just don't get it, man.
Yeah, some chocolate or something. Spontaneously combust.
You know.
I mean, I got tan lines, but I mean,
Well, I do too.
yeah. But the rest of me is like, I don't know, Honduran. I don't know.
You probably shouldn't get much darker. Just saying.
Just kidding.
Mr. Lee, are you Irish?
Girlfriend spends 10 minutes in the sun, gets golden. We turn her over in 10 minutes.
Sharon Guy. Be safe.
Fuck you, Chris.
What'd he say?
Okay, here's the deal. This one? No, it's this one. I am in Crocs all day. These are the tops of Crocs. So all these holes, I have tan lines like
He's got polka dots on the top of his feet.
from my shoes. So it's like it's weird. They're tan up to here, you know, and then it's pretty white except for these dark spots. the polka dots. So, thanks, Chris. Jerk off.
What do you say? I don't even see.
He says, "Tell him about your tan line, weirdo." Tell him about your feet. Nobody paid attention to it. Good. You, Chris. Biscuit.
So Lisa Mo, at least you ditched the flip flops. You didn't ditch them. You still got them.
I just don't wear them. These, it's hard to find something comfortable that can get wet. These are tough to walk in when they're wet because your feet slide around in them. But flip flops were deadly when they're wet. So I couldn't wear those.
Jay Fritz.
A lot of times I'll take off my shoes and I'll work barefooted. And Chris will too until the dock gets too hot. And then you got to put your shoes back on.
Jay says Mokes gets bored and at work. He plays tic-tac-toe on his feet.
They look more like the five side of a dice. You know how you got the five and the four and the one in the middle? That's how the marks on the feet. Good to see you, Jay.
Chessboard, good to see you. He says, I tanned so dark, you'd think I'm almost the sheriff in Blazing Saddle.
Stand back. How big this thing gets.
Floridian Fritz.
Northwood says the worst sunburn I ever got was at an air show. The sunscreen I was using didn't work, and my legs were so burned that they almost looked like my old leather jacket. Oof.
Worst burn I ever got, I was in Puerto Rico, and I fell asleep on the beach on my stomach, so my back got fried. That night, I was staying at my in-laws, and they had a little window air conditioned unit, but it was so hot it didn't really help a whole lot. My back stuck to the sheet, basically. Yeah. And then the next day, I had to fly back in to Virginia because I was in the Army, and I had to report for duty the next morning. So wearing just the T-shirt, it killed me. It was in my BDUs. That was tough. It's the worst.
I mean, I've had some bad sunburns. It was funny because he said he was at an air show. I used to do work on the side for the city of Sedona. The one guy up on the airport, Mesa. They would have air shows. They'd have wine shows, and I'd do the parking. Directions, or the one time I parked like a football field worth of cars by myself. But up there, you're already at 4,000 feet, and then you're up on a mesa, and it's just out there. I got toasted out there.
The Riviera. Good to see you. NAC, David, how you doing?
Take care, David. Thanks for stopping in.
Right. So they said I got so badly burned in Thailand, they covered me from head to toe in yogurt. It did work. I don't know what to say about that.
The yogurt.
Yeah.
Fuck it if it worked.
You know? Tina said healing and tasty.
Stop licking it. Stop licking it. No. What was it? Vinegar? No, tea. Was it? I think vinegar takes this thing out. And maybe tea also helps take the sting out.
Aloe works just fine.
Yeah, but real aloe, not this processed shit.
Right.
What happened to aloe?
No. No, but that stuff in the bottle worked the other day when I burned my hand
Yeah,
and burned my finger. That's the only thing that worked.
Oh, jeez, I'm
Almost
sorry, dude.
instant. What happened?
What? I'm not sure who this is.
Nope.
What's up?
Oh, finally! Now that we stopped talking about it,
Oh,
Oh,
it's Chris. What the hell?
what the hell? Did you spell
Well-
your name wrong?
Chiss?
Yeah, you spelled your name wrong.
oh, did I? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I was
can't
like,
see it on my phone.
We had no idea who it
It
was.
says chess?
We were waiting for some BS.
What's going on, man?
Thought you were a
Not-
troll.
I was cracking up about your ridiculous feet. These people have no idea. It's the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your life.
No, it's not.
But I've been back there for 20 minutes, so the minutes passed.
Oh, the moment's passed.
I just looked down and saw him back there. I was like, oh, where did he come from?
I thought you were a troll. We were like trying to look at your name.
Oh, that makes sense. That would make sense. I can't read my phone anymore. I ran out of arms through. I ran out of arm's length to be able to see it anymore.
Jay just called Mr. Lee a half-done rotisserie chicken. His legs are so white.
Sup, Lee?
Did you work today?
I mean, if you want to call it that.
So you were present.
You were there.
I had one, but then they canceled midday, and that was it. Tossed a line or two, and then it was hot. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I stayed in today. It wasn't, and no reason to venture out.
At work, I didn't really go out much today. I think twice I was outside. It was just too damn hot.
I think.
Yeah,
it's-
even for us, man, it's like next level right now.
No, we
It's
get
depressing.
used to it, but then there's those days there. It's like, oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah, it's bad when you're out on the water and it's just unbearable.
It's not too often we get stagnant days, like where there's no breeze. So it's always, there's always a breeze. But yesterday it was like,
Nothing.
it was this.
Most of the morning. Most
Until
of the
that
day.
front started coming through, then that picked up a little bit. But
Yeah,
still,
but by then we were just
we were already
the shit
whooped.
kicked out of us.
We were whooped by then.
Yeah. Jim said something about playing connect the dots on your feet.
My spare time.
Yeah.
So did you catch anything fishing?
Nope. It's dead, man. It was just hot and stagnant and nothing.
He did catch that little bass.
That was dead already.
I still caught it.
No, you picked it up out
Grabbed
of
it.
the water.
In the hand is in the hand, man.
I said it didn't count because you weren't on the boat. Anything off boat doesn't count.
That was before we went out.
Yep. That's what happened.
Jesus.
He ruined it.
No, but that's the case, man. The minute you think you got something figured out, it quickly reminds you that you don't.
Yeah.
Mr. Lee says the dogs do suffer in the heat. Have to be careful with the paws on hot ground too. Absolutely.
I've yelled at a few people over the years that the dogs are just flipping and whimpering and running around, and they're like, what's the matter with Sadie? Oh my gosh, what are you doing? And I'm like, the fuck,
Pick 'em up.
it's hot. It's burning.
We actually have signs around the park mentioning that.
Yeah.
people consider.
No, it's not something most people ever think about because they got
Oh.
shoes on. They don't notice it, you know.
No, that was a big thing in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
So what else is going on? What are we talking about? Oh,
Aliens.
there's Richie.
That's what everything's talking about now is aliens.
It's
Aliens.
all over again. Wait, July 4th is when
England plays.
England plays USA. Is that true? USA versus Turkey Friday. I like that. Oh no, that's Thanksgiving.
Richie said, "Yep."
Don't they have to get past Turkey on Friday?
Sharon, you're supposed to be driving, not texting. I do appreciate it though.
Yeah, don't drive distracted, damn it. The most feared military unit in the world is the Scottish Airborne. Okay,
I was reading Tina's.
it just seemed very random.
McDonald's brought back their fried apple pies. Do you remember how good they used to be?
Remember them frying their pies. Yeah, we did do beat up Australia 2-0.
She says, "How do you get a baby alien to sleep?" You're
Right. Did you stumble across a dumb dad book or something? Dad joke book. Here's one for you, Chris. Area 52 channel shocking alien encounters with Preston Dennett.
Oh yeah, I've been watching that guy, Area 52, and Jesse Michaels, and there's some other Danny something or another. But that's all it's been for the last like 3 months is all these guys who claim they worked with on the alien project, they collected aliens, they freaking now the new one is all the telepathic communicating remote viewing nonsense. So now you got the problem of not are aliens real or not, are these guys full of shit or not? You know what I mean? Like, is this just a distraction again? And it's a bunch of bogus information. The amount of people that have come on and said they know all about aliens and we have 4 different kinds living on the earth and this, that, and the other. Like, give us something besides some dude saying something. Like, where's the proof? None of this stuff they released. Like, they released the Tic Tac video, but I've been watching that stupid video for like 10 years. Like, what are you talking about? This is nothing new. So where's the damn proof? Real proof.
Yeah, the disclosure isn't really that much disclosure, man.
No, they did not put anything out that we didn't already see a bazillion times.
Mr. Lee, Northwood says, my ex is alien. She's from the planet Uranus. Tina says, Area 52. Check it out.
It's pretty, he's got some good
We
stuff.
just don't get into the alien stuff that much.
Yeah. I just want to know. I want to fucking know.
Oh, sure.
Come on with
That's
it.
how I feel about
Supposedly,
it.
if you listen to all these guys, so there's an alien base in Antarctica, there's an alien base in Australia, and they're mostly here for mining. There is an underground alien thing in West Virginia somewhere that it's cordoned off. If you do go there, the one guy was like, if you do happen to, like, if you're hiking and you randomly go by there, that you'll just disappear and you'll either be dead or put to work under the ground.
Huh.
Like they talk about it like it's common knowledge to all of them that this has been going on.
Left turn or wrong turn, wrong turn, or something. Scary people. Kidnap.
See, I wanted them to go through with that storm Area 51. Like, if you put enough people, what are they going to do? Kill everybody? If you walked out there with 100,000 people and just walked
And what
up,
are you going to accomplish? Seriously, how far do you think they'll let you get?
well, how are they going to? They can't stop all of you, can they? Unless they just kill you. I don't know.
I thought it was a stupid idea back when they thought of it, and I still think it's a stupid idea.
I don't know. I don't think they're ever going to come off the true stuff because they can't. They're making too much. They would change our way of life, and everybody would have to admit that they were wrong. Most of our history, our history books should be in the fiction section.
You're not far off. But I think disclosure with aliens, I just think it would affect religion.
It would affect
A lot.
everything,
You know?
everything we've ever been told.
Well, not necessarily. Like, it's not necessarily that those stories are bogus. It's just not a dude. It's just an alien being that came down. We talked about that. What is the one thing, I don't care what religion that you believe in, they all have one thing in common, and that's some fucking magical being coming down from the sky. Like, it's not that we're not saying it's not real. There might be a God or a Jesus. It's just some freaking alien being. It's not the entity you think it is.
Yeah, well, that changes a lot. It would throw.
As it should. It's about time. We need to fucking change shit up. A reset of everything. Like the power thing that they won't do it because they can't continue to take all our money. Like, if it's true and you can just bring this little round ball into your house and power anything and everything indefinitely and never have to maintenance it or never have to do none of that, like, they can't have that. They'll have to sell their
we
yachts.
haven't talked about this. Like, some people don't know what the hell we're talking about when you mention this little power thing.
Well, go back to Tesla and his.
Yeah.
Right. Well, he figured it out, and they cut him off at the knees.
I think it was Rockefeller who says, "Okay, that's great, but how do we meter it? In other words, how do we charge people for it?"
Right.
They couldn't, so they,
I mean, if you have the ability to solve the energy problem of the world, like, why wouldn't you just do that? Like, because you want some worthless green piece of paper? Oh, I should get into my money rant too. Remember that one? It's only worth $1 because we all agree that it is. Otherwise, it's just a worthless piece of paper. At least with metal coins, I can turn a quarter into multiple fish hooks. It has value other than the face value. I've caught a fish with the tab off of a soda pan before.
I believe it.
Yeah.
What's up, Mike? Yeah, Mike. Good to see you. So yeah, you were talking. Is this one of the power sources for these alien machines? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. So supposedly the power source, which I don't know for sure, but is something to do with that element 115. Supposedly, this is all just hearsay. But it's just a round little sphere that somehow generates power and wirelessly and just powers anything and everything. Like I said, I don't know. Would we have to buy all new products, like if
Because
we
it's
would,
a different type of energy.
right, like is it going to power my TV? I just don't
Yeah.
have to plug it in anymore. Like we would probably have to revamp all of the products, but supposedly somehow it just generates power and powers anything in the vicinity indefinitely. So
0
What
point
is-
energy.
whether that's true or not, who knows? But if you have that ability, why wouldn't you just do it? Why do they got to make, why does life have to be so freaking hard? And it's
Greed.
we got to go break our bodies down for 50, 60 hours a week.
It's greed and control, power.
You go back to Adam and Eve, and before they ate the fruit, their life, they were set up. They were like good to go. They didn't have to worry about a damn thing. But they fucked it up, and here we are. Our whole life. I don't know that. I really want to know what God's intention when He created us, how He saw it going. Were we supposed to be? I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if that makes sense. But man created the culture that we're in with our laws and our commerce, and I mean, the United States is the biggest consumer-based population in the world. You know that? I mean, everything is buy. We got it. Was it supposed to originally go that way?
Why do you think Christmas is what it is? It's at the end of the year, and they need to sell all of their old products. So somehow you're an asshole if you don't go buy something new for everyone you own.
All those Hallmark holidays.
Yeah, right.
River Morris, good to see you.
You know the Santa story, right? The real Santa Claus, what Santa Claus is derived from.
Coca-Cola.
He was the dude who brought the freaking mushrooms around and everybody tripped balls.
Oh, that's Santa Claus.
The original Santa Claus, he had a green suit, and when the magic mushrooms were ready, he made a tea and brought it around to all the people, and everybody tripped balls for like a week. And that was the original Santa. That's what Santa Claus is. And then somewhere in the 40s, 50s, Coca-Cola wanted to sell their product, so they turned Santa Claus red to match their product color. But yeah, the original Santa was a drug dealer. No, I have my, just from just observing, like, I really believe we're nothing more than like an atrium. There's too many different things. Like everything kind of came down and seeded, and it's like a game to see who does the best. You know what I mean? Who's species, like there's the supposedly the tall Nordics, and that's what the Vikings came from. And then there's the insect kind of alien, and that's where all the insects on the earth came from. Like they came down, planted it. I don't know.
Reptilians and the Greys.
It's the only thing that makes sense. If you really think about it. How did we get all of these various species? And the Egyptian, the bird people.
I don't know, dude. Okay. Got the phone?
Yeah, we're good. It didn't break.
The heat fell out, or
Oh, the phone did.
the phone did.
Northwood says Santa was never a drug dealer. That was a Cheech and Chong bit.
Yeah, River's on. Ask him. There's supposed to be an alien base somewhere in Australia. Some restricted zone.
Is there? What do you know about that, River? Come and tell us.
So what do you think, Chris, of all these elites that are building underground bunkers? What do you think those are for?
Oh, because shit's going to hit the fan at some point. unless something changes real quick, it's just going to be war and famine and all that fun stuff.
I think it
Like I
was.
said, this whole climate change. We're not making the planet hotter. We're polluting it. We're making the water undrinkable and the air unbreathable. But
We're not changing the atmosphere.
the planet's been getting hot since the ice age, all on its own. No cars, no factories. It just started melting and getting hotter one day. And if you look at a lot of the records, a lot of the heat records are from way back when, a couple hundred years ago. Most of your once they started keeping actual records, you just hear about it more now. You know, if there is a record broken, you hear about it. Like,
WTF Mike says, I don't need a bunker. I got 2 nuclear silos in my field.
oh, if I win the lottery tomorrow, I'm totally building an underground bunker. Make no mistake. It's probably a smart idea. Or they are more than likely aware of something coming and preparing for it.
Well, that's what I was kind of getting at. What do they know? What do they know? What are they preparing for? Because it's not just one. It's like Bezos just bought property in somewhere in Miami, some island where he's building underground something or another. I heard.
How do you build underground anything?
Well, look at what's his name in Hawaii. Bought up all the property and he's building underground. What is his name? The Facebook kid.
Zuckerberg?
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, there's
Mr.
drone
Beast
footage
built
of
one too. Or
the
is building
construction.
Who did?
one. Mr. Beast.
Well, he's partnered up with the Rockefellers. Not Rockefellers. Who is it? What's the name of the group? Family. No, it's one. It's one of
I'm
them.
going back to those old names.
No, it's one of those that he just partnered up with, and I don't doubt that he's up to something. He's probably got in the know. It just makes you wonder what's coming up that people feel the need to go underground. And it makes you wonder too what happened in the past. Was there, people went to the caves and built whole, neighborhoods of living in the rocks, and you know what I'm talking about.
Over in Turkey and
Everywhere. Yeah.
Northwood says, I live near a military base that's a primary target for Chinese and the Russians.
Well, they say history is trying to repeat itself. So
If the shit hits the fan, I won't be around to see the end of it. No, that's a put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye moment. The rich ones are getting prepared. They know what's coming.
yeah,
This is Mr. Lee.
I believe it.
This world is fucked. What'd you do to a boat, Mike? Vanderbilt?
I'm gonna look it up now.
Keep trying, Tina.
I don't know.
I stopped trying about 30 seconds after Friday. Who would? I don't know. I'm just scrolling back and reading, guys. Mr. Lee said, according to David Grush, there are 8 different alien species the government are aware of.
9 different craft too, different kind of ships.
know what I'm impressed with is our advancement in flying cars. No, I'm serious. You see these friggin', manned drones are flying around. They're not drones though. They're quadcopters or whatever.
It's the Rockefellers.
Rockefellers.
Yep. Miss Reese. But it's funny because when I Googled it, before the Rockefeller Foundation came up, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints came
That's
up.
it, River. Mount Zeal. Yes.
Northwood says Bill Gates is a psychopath and needs to be permanently locked up in a padded room. I don't know that I would give him the pads.
So a flying car, would that just then be an airplane?
No, dude, they're making these things now. They're even racing them. They're single person, based on the drone technology, quadcopters, but they can carry a person, and they're racing them and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's more of a copter. It's not a plane. Jim says, Mr. Lee, we've already had resets. Haven't any totally worked yet? Mr. Lee says, Jim, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Roger says, fly cars fueled by Mr. Fusion since 2015. That's in the future reference. Guys, link is in chat. Anybody wants to click on there, hang out. What do we got? Jeez, we're almost at this an hour. Oh, quit.
I had a different thinking.
Yeah, it would be. I know.
It's only been an hour. Sorry, y'all. I'm just tired. And I swear that's the worst about the heat is that it just sucks the life out of you.
Mike says, I'm a full believer in no government. All know right and wrong. It can easily be a self-governed body. I think California has proved that otherwise.
Well, and that's what Jim said. True for us, but not the crooks. So always,
We could govern ourselves, but you ever see these fucking clowns out there on the daily? They have
Yeah.
no business being in charge of their own lives.
no, not at all. I was witness to that this morning.
Well, look at some of the people that are in charge. I mean, it's just crazy.
Oh, shit. I mean, that's the problem. People that are in charge are the worst crooks than any of us that walk amongst us.
Mr. Lisa and Mike, they're just puppets anyway. Well, it's not that they're trying to appease us. Today they announced that, like, I don't know, 400 arrests made.
450.
Well, it's the numbers seem different when they were actually doing the reporting. They put that number out there, but in where was it? Was it
It's in 47 states, amongst
Okay.
47 states. So
that have been, they're for fraud. Different, mostly Medicaid fraud. But I didn't realize it was that many states.
yeah, 47 different states.
So it's good to see that action's being taken. And I
wanna-
know people want to see
The people
More
that are in
action.
charge,
being,
the big names.
being held accountable.
Yes, and
Absolutely.
I'm not seeing that yet. It's taking too long. You have people in Congress that shouldn't be in Congress.
Yeah.
You know, multiple people.
Jim says we've got the best government money combined.
Yeah. I mean, to be president, you have to have been born in the U.S. Why is that not a standard for all bodies of government, elected government? And in order to be a lawmaker, you should have been born and raised here. I think. I mean, am I crazy for thinking that?
No.
The whole Minnesota shit that was put in place and designed years ago. Like, there's no reason Ilhan Omar should be in charge of anything in our government, but Obama
She should be in this
No.
country.
brought 200,000 of them over and put her in charge and dropped them in there, and they've been running this fraud scheme ever since. Like,
Mr. Lee says
it was started way back then.
Oh, it's been going on for a long time. Mr. Lee says our prison system is a hotbed of radicalization. The illegals would rather go to prison because it's a better life for them. I get it. Mike says, Jim, the good people easily outnumber the crooks. With no government to stop you from teaching them a lesson is a much
Either,
bigger deterrent. Yeah, that sounds more like anarchy.
Now, it all goes on because all of the good people were freaking busy at work and living our lives, and all the crooks think about is how to screw over and get as much as they can while we're all distracted, you know.
Jay says there are more doctors that commit Medicare and Medicaid fraud than all individuals every day. And I believe it. It's just a shame. There's such, because of the lack of oversight that it happened.
every person that steps into a doctor's office, and we have no idea, what they bill Medicaid and Medicare compared to if you walked in and said, I'm paying cash. There's such a huge price difference.
Oh yeah.
Huge.
Oh yeah. That
Like
that Tylenol goes from $5 to $20. When you're paying cash.
Yeah, we talked about that the other day too. Like, if you have an injury, you break your leg, you break your arm, bang your head, you go to the ER, that's one type. But if you just roll into a doctor's office and go, oh, my stomach, I don't feel so good, this, that, and the other, they're going to find something. They're going to start shoving pills down your throat, which are going to cause more problems because they need you coming back over and over again.
Yeah.
That's it. If you
That's
have
the
it.
fucking, like, speaking of fraud, like the fucking Sackler family. There's no bigger scumbags in the world than the Sackler family. Like, shoving pills, killing millions of people.
Who is that?
The Sacklers are the ones, they run the big pharma, whatever the company, I can't think of the.
Oh, is that Purdue?
It's probably multiple companies, to be honest, but they're the manufacturers of oxycodone and
Yeah, that was Purdue Pharmaceuticals.
yeah.
Because see, they got a loophole with the Food and Drug Administration, because they put on their pills, they put a time release coating on it. So that made it less, air quotes, addictive. And that's how they got, that's how the addiction started. You know, like they made it readily available. I think it got classified as a different narcotic, or I don't know, but that's, yeah.
Well, no, and then so if you, over the last 15 plus years or more than that, really, if you go into a doctor's office and say this hurts, they get kickbacks for the more prescriptions they write. So the first thing they say is, "Oh, here's some oxys, or here's some Vicodin," because they get money for every one of those prescriptions they write.
The first thing they say is they point at the wall and say, on that chart, what's your pain level? And there's those little smiley faces or whatever, and you go, oh, you know,
1 to 10.
1 to 10, whatever. Well, Purdue Pharmaceuticals came up with that idea.
Chart.
The pain charts that is on every wall.
From 1 to 10, what's your pain level?
Yeah. It's crazy. Tina says, Jay, this is true. Everyone is looking for a quick buck, even the doctors.
No, I don't take nothing. I took an Advil because my knee was jacked 2 days ago. Other than that, I'll take an antibiotic or something if I got injury or whatever the case. But otherwise, I stopped taking pills long time ago, man. And
Mr. Lee said, I heard you even have to pay for ambulance in America. Is that true? Heck yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah, like
they charge you
Minimum in
through the
Florida
nose.
is $500. That's minimum. That's just to get that ambulance to you. That's minimum.
God forbid you got to take a helicopter ride.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
geez.
cost, bro.
You got it. I've literally had a kid in my office with, it was obvious broken arm, bone setting off to the side, and the ambulance driver telling the kid, call your mom, and had the mom on the phone and said, you want to come pick him up and take him to the hospital? It'll be cheaper if you come get him. You know, the kid's sitting there crying in agonizing pain, and they're negotiating over who's going to take him because of the cost. I'm like, what
Well,
is...
kudos to the driver for even doing that. Hang on a second.
Well, a lot of those ambulances are private. You know, it's not part of the city or anything like that. It's private ownership, so they're gonna gouge whatever they ain't getting paid. They ain't taking you.
Say it again.
They're all contracted to the hospitals.
Yep.
So like Advent Health has their own contracted ambulance. Now they have, like the fire department, I know here in Florida, but every fireman has to be certified as an EMT first. So that you call 911, you get an ambulance and a fire truck automatically. Whichever one gets there first, addresses the situation. But just imagine the cost of that service. It's supposed to be free. Yeah, it's not. Flight ambulance is between 20 and 80 grand, Jay Fritz said.
Chessboard says, I was at the doctor's office. Doctor asked an intern, what's the largest cause of death in a hospital? I said, doctors. He said, I wasn't talking to you. But that's like the third largest killer of people in America is medical malpractice.
What neglect. How many times have you heard somebody going into the hospital and they send them away, go see your primary? My phone just cut off.
Jim says, I've heard of a couple doctors that only take cash. But are they good doctors? Are they doctors for the right reasons? You know?
Jim said, wrong meds. I'm a witness to that.
Oh yeah, you almost got wrong, man.
I was in the hospital after my amputation. The first night after my amputation, and nurse comes in, and my surgery was early in the morning, so I had all day, and I knew what meds they were giving me because I'm very vigilant of what they're trying to push on me. So the nurse comes in. It was around midnight, and she's got a cup full of pills and hands it to me with something to drink. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, did my meds change? She's like, nope, nope, same order. She looked in the computer. Doctor hasn't changed anything. I'm like, well, then this is wrong because this isn't what I've been taking all day. She looked at it. The look on her face, I just knew. She said, I'll be back. She walked out and she never came back. Another nurse came in with my actual meds. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I double check this because now I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. The second nurse that came in, which was the charge nurse, ended up explaining that that nurse brought in the old lady's meds from the room next door. I'm like, oh my God, what happens if she's got mine and she's not, conscious enough to realize that she's taken the wrong med? I mean, that was horrible. I was pissed. It freaked me out. From then on, it was examining everything that they did and try to push on me. I mean, not that I already was, but thankfully so.
It's scary.
That was some scary shit. I mean, I was on. They were giving me like 4 or 5 different pills, but that cup had a couple more extra ones in there, and I was like, what is this? I thought maybe the orders changed. They were changing it up, giving me something different. I couldn't quite wrap my head around it, but yeah. And that's not the first time that's happened. I actually had it happen.
That's a good thing you paid attention.
Well, it's because of that I do. But look at how many people aren't able to pay attention. Somebody that might be in a medically induced coma and they're pushing meds and they just happen to bring the wrong ones. It's crazy.
Trevor Morris is $1,000, 1,000 Aussie dollars for an ambulance to take you to the hospital down here. And I just did the math and looked it up, and that's $691 American. So it's close to what they're on the low end of what they charge.
Yeah, Mike, and that's what I was saying. You get a huge discount if you pay cash. You look at the cash, and you can negotiate when you're paying cash. When you're not, you just, the bill goes directly to the insurance, and you never know.
Northwood says when I had surgery to fix a deviated septum, they prescribed oxycodone for pain. I never even broke the seal on the bottle because the pain level, I only needed ibuprofen.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that's the thing. They push them meds.
Yeah, I wish they'd fix my deviated septum when they set my nose. That would have been nice. Yeah, no, if I have anything, if I go to a doctor or a dentist or my glasses or whatever, I pay cash. Choice. Guys, links in chat. About 45 minutes left. funny, Chris. I was sitting here before, found myself watching a video on how to dock a boat.
Right.
I know a lot of other people who should probably watch that video.
Oh yeah. Basically, this one was going over parallel parking, in between two boats. Northwood says, when I called the VA clinic asking about returning the bottle of pills, they freaked out and told me I would have to drop it at the pharmacy drop box or the state police post. Huh.
Could just go find his local neighborhood crackhead, make a couple $100.
Yeah,
Right.
but we don't encourage that.
No.
Hypothetically.
Took a sip and my water just like a fuck, hole in my lip.
Remember when they used to tell you if you had unused medication to flush it down the toilet?
Yeah.
Right.
No,
What
and
the
that's
fuck are you talking about?
Then we
you
got
put so much shit into the environment that way.
Oh, terrible.
crackhead dolphins.
Now they're off of Miami from the actual crack. Or getting into the coke. They call them square grouper.
Yep, good old square groupers.
Where was it? Fort Lauderdale, and I think it was just recent. Guy picks up a backpack that washed up ashore and it had $1 million in it, or a couple $1 million of cash. It was big, huge. It almost looked like drugs, but it was cash wrapped in like kilo packages. And he turns it in, and now the whole internet is blowing up. Like, why? Why would you turn it in?
I don't know. I think
But
the fear that would come with having that.
yeah, well, there was somebody took a picture because there's a picture out there with him like hauling in the backpack.
Yeah, and that too. If they've got proof that he found it, Chess says, Mugs, did you see the camera monitoring speed too close using phone, etc., being set up on I-95 from Maine to Florida and fines being sent out in the mail?
No, but I don't doubt it.
Okay, if it's state to state. Like each state generates its own revenue from that. So why the whole corridor?
So everyone can profit off of it.
Muddy, what's up? Whatever you want it to be. He says, you mind asking what? May I ask what this is all about?
Channel's about
It's a little of everything, dude. It started off
UFOs.
more what?
We started off talking UFOs and
Well, no, in general,
aliens.
it's to hang out in the Bigfoot community, but we rarely talk about Bigfoot. We're kind of talked out. Everybody still has an interest in it, in the subject, but lonely woman living in the woods. Okay, you ever seen a Bigfoot in the woods? Might as well ask. If you're in the South, they call them boogers.
Yeah, so they're talking about changing the laws. If you smoke marijuana, you cannot own a gun. It did not pass yet. Well, there's already medical marijuana. You can't hold a card if you're you can't. I'm trying to think. I don't want to misquote. It's there's similar laws already that exist as far as owning or purchasing a weapon and holding a medical marijuana card. But there's also, it's undefined unless you really look into it, because it does state in certain states, it states that it says that you can't be on record for having a mental disorder or
Yeah, if
being
you-
treated for anything like
if
anxiety
you
or
if you
depression.
have a medical marijuana card for mental reasons,
Yes,
they kind of like frown against having it.
right. You will have issues owning or purchasing a weapon or ammunition.
WTF, Mike? Yeah, it was a couple in Florida. They got busted with drugs that was in a bag that clearly was labeled definitely not illegal
That's
drugs.
Stupid.
Nope, can't smoke a joint and have a gun, but you can sure go get shit faced every fucking day and do it.
Yeah, go figure.
Well, who is this? One of the Florida senators, or no, actually, she's the head of agriculture. She said she holds a medical marijuana card and a concealed weapons license. So, like I said, the law does specify.
Mr. Lee asks, Muddy, ever seen a Sasquatch? She says, my husband believes everything with Bigfoot. I've seen and heard many things here in the Appalachian Mountains, but cannot explain most. Most people can't explain it.
Well, Appalachian.
You're welcome. We're glad you're here. Say it again.
I said Appalachian, especially. There's all kinds of stories out of this mountain. Richie says I have both of them.
Sharon, good night. Thank you.
Get some rest, woman.
Yeah. Bon appetit.
We love you.
I'm curious what she's going to make.
I know. What do you think?
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, but in Florida, regardless of marijuana card, if you don't have one, you know, if you're legal to carry, I mean, you can carry concealed and
Yeah.
and open carry.
Yeah, you don't have to have concealed weapon in Florida.
Northwood says if you want to mess with the cops, just walk around with a couple of plastic bags, one filled with oregano and the other filled with powdered sugar. What are you going to argue? You're a cook? That's why I have it. It's my secret stash.
Mr. Lee's talking about tater tots. I'm guessing. He says whatever they are.
Yeah, big go-to for hunger. Tater tots are just potato product.
Little nuggets of
Goodness.
deliciousness.
Good for you, doubt it, but you know, shit isn't these days.
Yeah, no shit.
So, Mr. Lee, you know, I watch all these videos of, since the World Cup is here, and a lot of Europeans sampling our cuisine here and tripping balls over it, like just, you know, really loving it. When you were here, was there anything that you had that you were like, oh my God, this is fantastic? Just curious.
And they're not chips, they're French fries. Chips are thinly sliced, crispy potatoes, not fucking French fries.
You wear a boot on your feet.
Which says I love seasoned tater tots.
But he says he's got stories,
Hold on.
Bigfoot stories.
Let me read. If I ever am allowed to join, here, check it out. Look down. You
This
see
is
that?
what we
You
do.
see that link that just popped up about 5 spaces below your name? If you click on that, you can join.
Yep. All are welcome.
That's how we run. That's what we do. That's
how we roll.
it's called Why the Fascination for a reason. It's what brings you here. You have stories, you know. What's the interest in Bigfoot or the paranormal or whatever? Come tell us. So yeah, you're more than welcome to join us.
Sea salt, black pepper, and garlic.
I mean, those are all classic Bigfoot traits. Broken trees,
I'm curious about the whistling.
that too. Being stalked, shadowed. It's crazy shit.
See, Bigfoot could just be another version of a different version of an alien that comes and goes. That's why we don't see him.
I think they're the aliens' pets and they just drop them off, take a leak. Pick you up a week. Somebody, we're here Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 hours, same time, 2-hour shows. So we're not putting the pressure on you tonight, just letting you know.
You
Or-
know, we run 9 to 11 both nights.
Marty, how are you?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Listen to that accent.
Where are you coming from? You said,
Southern Kentucky.
oh, right on.
Is my mic too loud?
No,
No?
you're good.
No, you're good.
You're good. Welcome.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you.
Thank y'all for having me.
Oh, absolutely. So you've had some experiences in the woods, huh?
Millions, feels like.
Any sightings or just you know?
Well, I mean, I could tell you stuff that I seen as a kid that a lot of people said, "Oh, it's your imagination," but I still remember it to this day.
So chances are it wasn't your imagination.
I know I've always been in the woods. I was always called a wood rat. I couldn't stay out of the woods. When my mom grounded me, she didn't ground me from a phone or anything like that. She grounded me from the woods.
You gotta stay in the house.
Yeah, I was not allowed to go outside. So there was this time above our home that I was doing my own thing, running around in the woods up there next to the cliffs. And I heard a big noise above me, and above me was a cliff line. Well, a tree came down over the cliff line and was snapped in half and fell over the cliff edge. And I was underneath the cliff edge. Well, I was like, oh, it's a dead tree. And then I looked, and this tree was clearly alive.
Oh wow.
So instead of being, a normal kid running back home and screaming and crying, I'm like, I'm going to investigate. So I went up the cliff edge and I went on top and I don't even know how to explain it. It was just this big, tall thing. And every time it went past a tree, it seemed to get bigger. And the farther it got from me, it felt like the more I could see it because it allowed me to see it. And then once it got about 15 yards, vanished.
Like,
And I looked around, thought I was going crazy. I looked at the ground and I seen the scuffs from it. and I followed the scups all the way up to it disappeared, and there was nothing else in the dirt from it.
I've heard that before. Just vanishing into thin air.
Yeah, I told my parents, and they said, "Oh, you're crazy."
Mr. Lee says you sound like Tammy Wynette. Go ahead,
I was gonna say Reba.
Yeah, that's you hear a lot of different. I've heard so many stories where similar, just poof, and that's where I came up with the theory of maybe they're ghosts, but ghosts don't push trees over the edge.
No. Muddy, tell me about the whistling.
Okay, the whistling. That's something different. That's nowadays. I heard that about 2 years after I moved to where I'm at now. Still live 20 minutes from where I grew up. But everybody said don't go outside and whistle at night. I like to whistle all the time. I don't care. So I went outside, and there's 80 acres of woods behind us. All around us is about 20, but behind us is 80. And the neighbors are older folk. They never come outside. And I went outside to go check on the animals, and they was acting weird, scared, didn't want to get out of their doghouse. I didn't pay no attention to it. I was like, whatever, and I was whistling and going on, and then next thing you know, I was getting back to my front porch, and I heard a whistle. And I turned around and listened, and I was like, well, maybe I'm just hearing stuff. Well, I started doing my little tune, and it whistled the tune I was singing right back to me.
Mimic.
So I froze, listened. I was like, okay, I'm really losing my mind now. So, like a dumbass I am, I was like, you know what? I'm going to whistle this tune. And I done the Addams Family tune. Well, when I whistled this tune didn't just whistle back. It sounded like somebody put it on a amplifier.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
It did not sound like it was coming from one direction. It sounded like it was coming from all directions.
Wow.
So I ran in the house, and I ain't whistled since outside.
I know what they mean. Wow.
Yeah, that's a little freaky.
Yeah, I'm fascinated because I've never had an experience as far as Bigfoot goes. But I've had paranormal experiences, So I figured if I believe in that stuff, why not Bigfoot? Give Bigfoot a chance. And I've been doing this for 6 years, and I've heard some crazy stories.
Well, that's like going hunting. When we go hunting, when I was a kid, especially, or a teenager, we wouldn't just hunt in a place where it's 2 acres here, 2 acres there. We would hunt in a place it was hundreds of acres, drive in the middle of nowhere, no cell service, no nothing. And when we'd get out of the vehicle, and we would walk at least 4 to 6 miles back where we wanted to hunt at. And being that far back with no cell service and hearing things that we heard, knowing that if something happened, you know what, ain't nobody coming to save you but God.
Yeah. I hunted a lot when I was younger. I got away from it in my 20s, but I spent a lot of time in the woods. Later in life as an adult, I've been on hunting trips with my dad where I wasn't hunting. I was just driving the ATV around with side by side. And we've heard wood knocks, but didn't associate it with anything because it was also the time of year when, people were harvesting firewood in the national forest. So, we just associated it to that, someone's chopping wood.
Yeah.
So I never put that together. What else was I going to say? I think I got up. I wandered.
Well, I know we've harvested deers, and went to get the side by side and come back, and the deer just vanished.
Oh, really? It's common. Wow.
And it was declared it was dead. There was no coming back to life. It was gone.
Any trail?
Had it been field dressed yet?
No field dress or nothing. It was once we confirmed it, went back to go get the side by side to come get it and come back, and there was no trail of blood, hair, nothing. Like it just vanished.
You hear a lot about gut piles going missing.
Yeah, we've had that happen many times too.
Yeah. What else? Actually, Jay Fritz is in chat. He had a sighting in Kentucky. Not far from the LBL.
Muddy, Mr. Lee wants to know any grave sites near you, burial grounds?
Yeah, tons. We have a bunch of Indian burial grounds.
Yeah, that's a weird. What is that noise? Is that you, Chris?
No.
Sorry.
Oh,
Of course it is.
Of course. He's eating candy.
Well, Indian burial grounds are, pretty sacred.
Yeah, when you like they have some where you can go and visit and pay your respects or whatever in a way. And every time you come across an Indian burial thing, you feel at peace somehow. But then when you go to a nowadays burial site, it feels like chaos.
Roger Blair said, I woke up around 1:30 a.m. a few weekends ago and went to the front porch to have a smoke and heard whistling. Went back to bed and woke around 5 a.m. and went out, and the whistling was still going on. He's in Kentucky. He's in East Kentucky.
Did you whistle back, Roger?
Yeah, don't be like me. I
That's really-
tested the waters and I found out it's easy to drown.
You know?
Well, how do you know if it's bullshit until you try?
Yeah, I won't be trying it. Not anymore.
We found out.
Well, it's like where I used to live as a kid growing up. I was, I like to whistle and I never heard nothing. But nah, it's a different part of the woods here. Even my animals wouldn't get out of their bed. That was a clear sign.
And usually the first sign.
Yeah, watch your animals. They'll tell you more than the forecast will.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, cattle laying down in a field usually means rain.
Tina Muddy wants Tina Rowe Muddy, have you had any animals disappear?
Many growing up.
That just vanished, or just
Yeah, no trace of them. Even their collar would be on the front porch.
oh geez.
No sign of them afterwards.
That's terrible.
We had a potbelly pig once, and they farm vet told us it was bit by a rattlesnake, but there was no bite mark on it. And then we kept questioning, how do you know that it was bit by a rattlesnake? And they said, well, we have no other way to explain why it's dead. They done all the tests and everything, and that thing just died. And then the next day, we had to. The night before, we couldn't bury it because the ground was too hard where it was frozen. The next day, we went out there, and this big old potbelly pig was gone.
I wonder why it died. I mean, anything bit by a rattlesnake is going to show a mark.
It was winter time. That's what got me.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Where would they come up with that diagnosis? Because they couldn't figure out why it
Well,
died.
just
Well,
like
it's gotta be a
everyone
rattlesnake.
everyone that has a sighting that they swear it's a bear. Oh, you saw a bear.
Well, see, too, a lot of the other people who had pigs, the same thing.
Pyro, what's up? He says wild pigs are immune to snake bites.
That's what we always believed, and that vet woman told us. She said, "Oh, but not rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes will kill them." I was like, "In the wintertime? Where's
Yeah,
that
no.
rattlesnake? I want to see it."
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I think I must have had some armor on.
rattlesnakes in the winter in a den all balled up somewhere with a bunch of his friends.
They just try to fill us full of crap when they don't want us to know the truth, but we're not dumb.
No, we're not dumb. So, what are other experiences have you had?
So many.
Mr. Lisa's Pyro, hey man, why are they immune? Do you know?
I think it's the thickness of their skin. I was just looking it up. The thick fat and tough skin that helps neutralize some venom. They're not completely immune.
Oh, he's saying the pigs search the snakes out because they're tasty.
A bite to a sensitive area like the snout or the throat can be fatal without prompt medical care. And that's on Potbelly Pig.
Mr. Lee says, Muddy, any UFO activity in your area?
Quite a few. They always try to blame it on the drones, but ain't no drone the size of a car floating around.
It's funny, we were just talking about that. I was talking about the new stuff they're putting out that are car-sized drones. They're single-person quadcopters, you know. So there are bigger things out there, but
Well, this, I was out on my back porch when everybody was talking about all the drones and stuff, and that's what the government told us that's what it was. Well, there's no way these could be drones because some of them was the size of a saucer plate. You know, you just use normal dinner plate. And some of them was so big that when they went across the sky, it looked like fireworks. And they was in one spot 1 minute and gone the next, up beside the moon, and stayed there and hovered for a long time. And it looked like, I guess as they call it, a beam came down, like it was scanning the area.
a beam of
And
light came
then,
down.
huh?
A beam of light came down?
Yeah, a beam of light came down, and it looked like it was scanning the area. Like you could see where it was scanning the woods and the ground around where it was hovering over. And then the beam disappeared, and then it shot off like straight lightning. Couldn't even see it no more.
The beam of light, was it white? Was it what color?
What color was the light?
But it was like a whitish yellow color. It wasn't no green or like the movies depicted.
Gotcha. So going back to the pig and the rattlesnake bites, it says rapid swelling and discoloration, bruising around the bite area is what you would see. Bloody froth coming from the nose or the mouth. Heavy drooling or labored breathing.
Yeah, that pig didn't have no bite marks whatsoever. It was just dead with no signs of no puncture wounds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Pyro says I was almost bitten by a rattlesnake getting a Christmas tree one year in Oklahoma. Record heat that year. Roger said, I did once. I whistled out loud, one loud note, and whatever it was whistled the same note back. I swear it wasn't an owl or any type of bird. No animal or any human.
I'm glad I ain't the only one.
Whistling's,
That's freaky.
another
Yeah.
aspect of those things.
I haven't even told my husband about it because I know he'd be out there whistling, trying to get us some proof, and I don't want to see him disappear.
Jay says the Ukraine is flying drones as big as buses now.
Yeah, but I know I can tell the difference between a drone and something that I cannot explain.
Oh, sure.
Especially
Because-
when you shoot up.
Because these was close to the moon and came down from where the moon's at. Like you could see it. It almost left what they call that? Kind of like a black hole looking scar in the sky when it came down.
Hmm.
And once it done its scanning, it just zipped out of the way.
I wonder what they were scanning. You know, like, is there water over there?
And it was right where the neighbors have all their cows and sheeps out. That's real far away from, because they don't live where their cows and sheep are.
Sure.
And where it was scanning was right there where the old coal mines used to be.
It's interesting. It's very interesting. Any paranormal encounters? Mr. Lee asks.
Tons as well. Ever since I was a kid, I seen and heard things I can never explain. Still to this day, I try to tell people and they think I'm crazy.
No,
Well, that's like,
I've experienced paranormal stuff, so I get it. You know, it's weird talking about it.
oh, because I mean, I know people will think I'm crazy when I tell them about it. Just like, I bet they already do.
A lot of stuff that I've experienced, there's been witnesses, so there was always someone there to back it up.
Yeah, the majority of everything that I've experienced, there's been times where I've been by myself, like when my first stayed the night here, you know, but majority of my experience, there's been multiple people, not just one other.
Well, it's like the house I grew up in. We had people come over and told us we had a poltergeist. Because of all the stuff that happened in the home where we grew up. And it was at the time, 40-something-year-old trailer home. And we would hear banjos playing when we had nothing playing. We didn't even have TV or nothing. We would hear people talking clear as day. And it always sounded like old people, like old country people talking, having a conversation.
Could you hear what they were saying, though?
Sometimes it would be about what was going on around them at the time, as in war, Great Depression, rations. They always talked about rations. You know, we got to make sure we have enough of this. We got to make sure we have enough of that. We would hear children crying. My sister once hung a bunch of pictures on her bedroom wall, came back home, and all the pictures was took off the wall, and her bed was made, and all the pictures were neatly made on her bed. She blamed everybody else. She was grown, by the way.
WTF,
And-
banjo's starting playing, I'm freaking leaving.
That's what I was going to say. That
The banjos was the only comforting thing.
Nah, that's a deliverance joke.
But I remember as a kid, I was, well, a teenager, I was ready to end my life. And my home life was awful, but I was in my bedroom, ready to do everything, and my Bible came out of the corner of my room and smacked me in the back of the head. I jumped up and ran to my mom, and my door slammed shut. If she was still alive, I'd have her proof. And it sounded like my room was on a spin cycle, like a washer cycle. Well, we waited till it calmed down and went in there, and everything was flipped upside down. But the
Wow.
Bible that smacked me in the back of the head was still neatly together, laying there.
Well, if that isn't a sign, then nothing is, you know?
Oh, trust me, I took that sign. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. You ain't got to tell me twice.
That's odd.
I was scared, and then seeing a broom move across a wall by itself, just got up and wiggled across the room, and I've seen my mother doing the Wicca witchcraft stuff with the candles.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, seen her do that around the candle ring and would say something and it would happen. And I believe in God, but
Well, I would say growing up, you're growing up with that is one of the main reasons that you've had those paranormal experiences. You know, with her practicing Wicca. Mr. Lee says, Jay Fritz, better save up for that tummy tuck.
That's random. Burt Reynolds was a handsome man.
I always know they say if you ask for it, it's going to come after you. And I believe a lot of that stuff that happened to us as children is because of my mother. Her dabbling her nose in places she shouldn't have been in.
But that's on her, you know, and, you know, like you just said, you believe in God, so
yeah,
you're in a different path.
Yeah, I know where my beliefs are.
It's important. Where are we at?
8 minutes.
8 minutes left. So where else do you hang out on YouTube? Or where do you go? What channels do you check out?
Well, there was another paranormal one that was what's that woman called? Trying to think. You know, the Annabelle people. I can't remember their names. The ones who done that haunting on the Annabelle doll.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I cannot remember their names, but it was one of the guys. He was related to her, the main woman. And I talked to them for a little bit about all the experiences, but I listened to them more than I shared.
Mr. Lee wants to know, Marty, are you young? We're a bunch of geriatrics here.
What's your age bracket? I'm not asking you like, you know, your exact age, but 40s.
I'm
30s?
27.
Oh, right on. Young in
But
this one.
Young
I tell you, I've lived a full life at 27.
sounds like it.
And a lot more to go.
The Warrens,
Yeah.
that's right. WTF, Mike.
Yes, it's the Warrens, but it's the woman, and it was the woman from the Warrens. I think it was her nephew or great nephew or something like that. He was straight related to him. Had all his proof and everything, and I was like, "Oh, that creeps me out."
I'm just going to address this real quick. Jay Fritz says, "Can I ask what happened to Tex? Tex is still around, but he's not doing his Texas front porch. He got away from Bigfoot, and
true
he's
crime.
doing true crime. So
Ryan.
He's still there. He's still got his channel, but it's not.
it's not Bigfoot
It's
anymore.
not Texas front porch.
I'm not sure what.
I don't know
The
what
name
the,
of
what
the
the name
channel
of it is, but yeah, he decided to go with the true crime. Not sure why. Gary Spikes might know that. He might have that answer.
True.
It was subtle. I know that.
Sudden.
Sudden.
Yeah. Tex is cool though. He's a nice guy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Where are we at?
Whatever happened with the Patterson Gimlin documentary? What has anyone heard? When is that
Still
going?
haven't come out yet.
Yeah, that still hasn't been out yet.
They're still trying to find the highest bidder.
Probably.
I mean, why
Like
else?
everybody forgot. Nobody's talking about it.
It's nobody's. Well, I don't want to say nobody's talking about it, but it's been talked to death already. When they decide to air it somewhere, I'm sure people start talking about it again.
Well, that was the
Oh,
time.
Oh yeah,
Not really much we can talk
once it's
about.
released,
Yeah.
the whole conversation.
Till we see it, there's really not a lot we could say, and not anymore. I'm curious, like everyone else.
Mr. Lee says, "Oh my God, it's so hot, sweat pouring off of me. Gonna take a cold shower in a bit." Yeah, poor guy.
Isn't it like 3 a.m. over there?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's also it's been like in the 90s and they're not used to it, and
Most
most
homes,
places don't have air
they
conditioning.
don't have AC over there because they don't.
I have to take coach out every day. Just because it says 90 degrees, but it's 102.
Yeah, it's we're down in Florida, so we deal with the heat a little
Yeah.
longer than most.
It's the humidity that's a killer.
It's always the humidity. Makes your skin feel sticky.
Yeah, it's gross.
I say Stevie sits right next to me.
And Chris works with them.
She's off camera right now.
Chris works with them.
Chris works. I work on the dock down in here, run a boat club. Chris does the same thing for a different club.
I do have to ask a question. I've never been to the beach. Is it true that the beach stinks?
Yeah, a little bit. Sometimes.
So it just depends. I mean, for the most part, no, but it all depends.
Stinks.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you get a bunch of like the algae and stuff and get a big wash in, then it starts to decompose and
Or a fish killer or something.
yeah.
But
If you get a
for the
fish
most
kill,
part, you
but
smell salt there.
yeah, it's just salty water,
What's up,
a
Tyler?
lot of fresh air.
I always got told it smells like fish.
Sometimes, I mean, not always.
I don't know. We're kind of immune to. the
Yeah,
smell
maybe
of
we
fish.
are.
Yeah, I mean,
Because we
No,
eat it every day.
you need to make a road trip because it'll change your perspective on the world, seeing the ocean.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
sure. For
If
sure.
you've never seen the ocean, you gotta do it.
I sure hope one day I get to see the ocean.
That's why I say also, if you get a chance to see the Grand Canyon, go check it out. There's so much to see in this country that, I think most people should make it a point to try to see it.
I've been to Ohio and I've been to Tennessee, and it looks exactly like how it does where I live. And people were always saying, "Oh, it's great to go out and sightsee." I was like, "I just seen exactly what I see at home."
Well,
I put.
you gotta get out of the
I put
Ohio,
35
Tennessee Valley. You gotta go elsewhere.
Mr. Lee says smells like curry on our shores.
Smells like curry on it.
Oh,
I put
Lord.
35,000 miles on my car last year, and that ain't even counting the rental cars.
River says, Muddy, grab your hubby and come ride some kangaroos with us down under.
He's in Australia.
River's in
Sounds like
Australia.
a great adventure.
Well, we're gonna start to sign off here, and I want to thank you for coming hanging out. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank
Definitely.
you for having me. I appreciate all y'all, and I'll hop off now.
We're here on Tuesday and Thursday nights, 9 p.m. to 11 Eastern time.
Alrighty, I'll keep that in mind.
Right on. Again, pleasure to meet you.
Definitely.
That was cool. Thank you for sharing those stories too. See, we get meet people occasionally.
Right?
Wander in and go, where am I? Well, shit,
Well,
since I'm here.
What's going on here? Yeah.
You working tomorrow, Chris?
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah. I don't have anything going on. I just got to fill that one boat. That's about it.
Yeah.
Be a shame if that boat drifted across the lake with me in a fishing pole. That would suck.
It might happen.
Stu, what's up? Good to see you. Good
Good
night.
to see you, Stu.
Yeah, dude. I'll probably stop down there at some point. I got some things I want to do here first while it's early on because it's going to be another hot day. So but at some point I'll get down there.
Right on.
Tyler, good to see you.
So yeah, we're going to sign off.
See ya.
I'll put you backstage, Chris.
Yeah, I can't figure out how to get out.
Let's get rid of him right there. He's like, I'm stuck. Right. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out tonight. It's great to see you. Of course, you know,
Buddy, thanks for hanging out.
Muddy, it was good to see you, Chris.
Always.
Yeah, no, I'm glad Muddy found us and
Right?
shared those stories. It was awesome. So, 14.6.
Mr. Lee, go cool off.
Yeah, hang in there, Mr. Lee. We
You
know
know,
it sucks.
that's the worst, trying to sleep in heat like that.
No.
Yeah. I just think back to the first night here.
Yeah, first night we moved in here, we thought the air conditioner worked, the central air. No.
It worked for all of 5 minutes. And then the rest of the night was hell, and that's what got me up and the cabinet slammed. But yeah, it's a whole nother story.
Anywho.
Anywho,
All right, guys, like we said, we'll be back Thursday. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button below, share it out. If you're new, subscribe and leave comments.
yes, comments.
So in the meantime, you guys take care of yourselves, take care of one another. We love you.
We do.
True story. Peace of God bless.